What is up, film geeks? My name is Trevor and welcome to my channel. January was possibly the longest year of my entire life, but we're through it. We're now in February, and before we get into February movies, because there's actually quite a bit of movies I'm excited for in February, we gotta talk about everything I watched from movies and TV shows in the month of January. Join me down below in the comment section. What did you guys watch in the month of January? There's shows like Peacemaker, and there's movies like Scream. So let me know what you guys watched and how it ranks, and what was your favorite and least favorite movie or show of January. And if this is your first video here, hit the thumbs up button for me. Also consider subscribing for rankings, reactions, and reviews. It makes me happy, okay? It makes me smile a little bit. Lots more videos coming throughout this week. I cannot wait for it. But right now, we're ranking the movies and shows that I watched in January in tier list form. So with that said, let's get into our tiers. So first up, we have best of the month, meaning my favorite thing of the month. It's kind of self-explanatory. Then we have great, then we have good, then we have okay, then we have meh, then we have worst of the month, meaning my least favorite movie or show of the month. And I would say I didn't really see a bad release, a couple of disappointings, but let's go ahead and get started. So let's start off with Euphoria on a very high note. So I am a diehard fan of Euphoria, and this is Euphoria season 2, and we are halfway through the season, and Euphoria is going on the best of the month tier. Kind of a spoiler right there, but if you have not been following Euphoria, you are missing out. You definitely need to watch it. It definitely has a lot of adult and mature content, so if you're not too comfortable with nudity and kind of some graphic scenes at times, this show may not be for you, but it's a great show. It keeps me compelled, and I don't know how I have to wait each Sunday. It comes out on Sunday nights, Euphoria season 2. My head is exploding when I talk about Euphoria. It's absolutely fantastic. If you haven't checked out Euphoria, it's on HBO Max. You need to watch it. It's so dang good. Talking about another show, Peacemaker, HBO Max. I am a diehard fan of HBO Max. It's actually my favorite streaming service, and Peacemaker's going on the great tier. Nothing bad to say about Peacemaker. I am a little bit behind on the episodes. I'm a week behind, so I gotta get caught up for tomorrow. Kind of want to cover the show, but I haven't been, so I'm just gonna kind of bite the bullet on that. But I'm absolutely loving Peacemaker. James Gunn's. It's James Gunn being James Gunn, having fun with James Gunn. And John Cena is the absolute man. I'm a diehard fan of John Cena now, and I never was on the John Cena hype train, but from F9, even though I think the movie is an abomination, I think he's actually decent in it. He did a movie called Vacation Friends. He did Peacemaker for the Suicide Squad. Now he has a show, The Peacemaker. I mean, John Cena's the man. It's absolutely hilarious. Some comedy gets a little bit redundant, but I'm really liking the story and the progression and showing that Peacemaker, he's low-key human. Like, he has feelings. He's not just this big hunk of a man, and he'll kill any man, woman, or child for liberty and peace. He does not care. There's a human under there. Under all those big freaking muscles, there's a human. And I absolutely love that they're showing that. I love the show. It would be in best of the month, but Euphoria is just so dang good. Okay, then we have the Harry Potter 20th anniversary special. I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna put this in the best of the month as well because I can't decide. I absolutely love the special. Brought tears to my eyes, and after watching the special, I rewatched all 8 Harry Potter movies in the month of January. It was a long year in the month of January, if you know what I mean. But Harry Potter special brought us back to Hogwarts, and it brought out the magic, and it brought out the hype, and it brought out the love that I didn't even really know I had for Harry Potter. And then we're getting a new Fantastic Beasts movie coming out later this year, and I cannot wait to cover Harry Potter content because I love it. It's actually arguably a top 2, maybe 3 franchise. Arguably my favorite franchise. Love, honestly, all the movies. -1, I believe, is Order of the Phoenix. Kind of like my least favorite, but I'm really loving the movies. I loved going back into this scene what our characters and actresses and actors are up to, and certain moments just really hit really hard. It's perfect. It's beautiful, and I loved it. I loved it so much. Then we have Scream, 2022 Scream. So I have a review for you. You can check it out on the channel. This movie disappointed me, and the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. So it was going to okay tier. I'm going to put it in the good tier. Now, I wanted awesome, the best Scream movie, and I think we got a solid Scream movie, just not anything more I was really excited for. I thought they made the killer really kind of obvious who it was going to be, when I was like, there's no way it's going to be this person, and all of a sudden it's this person. I'm not going to lie to you, I was a little bit upset with that, because it just seemed too predictable. At times, this movie is very predictable, and there's certain twists and certain things. I predicted many things going into the movie, and all of a sudden, they started happening one by one. That was my big problem. I think the cast is good. I'm excited they want to make a Scream 6. I will go and watch it. But the more I thought about it, the more it has gone up. Maybe if I rewatch it, it will go up just a little bit higher. Then we have The Tender Bar. George Clooney directed, starring Ben Affleck. I'm going to put this in the worst of the month just because it's the worst of these things I saw this month. Not saying this is bad, but it's just not for me. And I love coming-of-age stories, and we're going to get to a coming-of-age story in a second that I really enjoyed. The Tender Bar is a coming-of-age story that, I think it wanted to be so much more interesting than it really was. It just wasn't that interesting. I wanted to love this movie. I was really excited for it. I love George Clooney, and I really love Ben Affleck. He has a big comeback in the last couple years. So, was really excited for this. It just kind of fell through the cracks for me. I know it's based off a memoir, but I was watching it. I just couldn't be invested. I couldn't stay focused. And I was like, nah, it's okay. I gave it, I think, a 2.5 out of 5 on Letterboxd, and that might be a little generous. It's just not as interesting as it wants to be. I wanted to like it a lot more than I did. It's kind of upset because coming of age is actually my favorite genre. Speaking of coming of age movies, we have Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson movie. I have not seen a PTA film, minus this one. It's going to go in the great tier. Really, really enjoyed, honestly, everything about this movie. Had so much fun. I laughed. I didn't really get too emotional with it, but I just got on board with his journey and his characters and his kid running around, starting businesses, hustling. I can relate with this kid. I really got on board with the story and where it went. Certain things I thought you could cut out, especially the scene with Sean Penn. If you've seen the movie, you know what I'm talking about. The scene with Sean Penn. That just felt wasted and unwarranted, but Bradley Cooper is absolutely hilarious in this movie. And this movie itself is absolutely hilarious. Laughed my butt off. I really did enjoy Licorice Pizza. That's going to do it for my ranking of the movies and shows that I watched in the month of January. Let me know you watched in the month of January down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that thumbs up button for me. Hit that subscribe button for me. Getting into more rankings and reactions before the end of the week. Friday, we're hopping into Legend of Korra, and I cannot wait for it. Then Stranger Things and some Daredevil coming up soon. Got to get on board with all of it. Got to find some time, film the videos, and do it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.